It's a guard of honour this afternoon for Rob Small and his Bowers and Pitsea side, who are the league champions and promoted from the Bostik North. Much to be admired about the season that they've had. Such consistency, something that has troubled Heybridge at times. And it's a well-deserved applause into the stadium for the home side. Heybridge, however, will turn their attentions very much to this afternoon's game. They need the points. Points per game is going to be so important going towards those playoffs. And it's Krasnicki who returns to skipper the side at Bowers this afternoon. As for the home team, plenty of talent on show, and they'll want to make sure that they have another 3 points for the promotion party after the game. Sweltering hot Easter afternoon. It's the hottest Easter weekend on record. And certainly keeping possession is going to be important. Heybridge can do that well when they get the ball down and play. And they've started this game confidently, keeping possession away from the league champions. Miller just lays the ball back, and they'll need to be patient. Miller gets the ball once more and plays it into Owusu. He's got an opportunity to run at this Bowers defence now. What does he do? He plays it in towards Brown. Brown into the box, left-footed all the way across. It needed to be cleared, and that is a positive start to proceedings here in Essex. Claridge with a corner all the way across towards Adeyemi. Should have converted that. Such a great opportunity at the beginning of this game. They wanted a positive start and almost got it. Flew across the 6-yard box, and that really should have been tucked home. You probably would have wanted anyone else on the end of that. Great chance for Heybridge to take the lead, but it's still 0-0. Long high ball into the Heybridge box. Bowers so good with set pieces. It's been one of the traits of their season. In comes the ball once more towards the far post. It's bouncing around, falls to Warner, who just manages to shield the ball from the defender. And still, Bowers work it well. Sartain all the way across, and it reaches Monville. What can he do? Charges inside. They might want to close him down. Monville on his left foot, left-footed shot, and Haig makes the save. And they didn't close him down, and that was almost 1-0 to the home side. A fine save from Chris Haig. So much room to take the shot. Left-footed. In comes the corner, goes all the way across everybody, and it's tucked home. And it's 1-0 to Bowers and Pitsea. It was Martin Stokes with a header. Again, Swifts will be really disappointed with the defending. Seemed to evade everybody. And Stokes just nodded the ball home. It bounced and he was first to react. Really poor defending. But they knew how dangerous Bowers were going to be on set pieces. And early on in this game, in this 16th minute, Swifts have not managed to deal with it. And it's 1-0 to the league champions. Another corner, in it comes again. Again, it's dangerous. It's headed down. This time it's cleared off the line. Let off for Swifts. And still, Bowers have the ball. And again, it's put straight back into the box. And it's an opportunity now, and that should have been 2-0. What a chance that was. But it was this first chance that was cleared off the line by Claridge. Brown. Plays it into Owusu. Lovely feet from him. He's got 3 defenders for company, though. Doesn't seem to bother him, and he does beat all 3 of them. And he turns in the box. What a run from Owusu! That was well wide in the end, but the trickery on the run was certainly much to be admired. Headed down, and again into the path of Monville. He's had a lively start to this game as he runs through those Heybridge players, and he's brought down, and it will be a free kick. No real complaints from the Swifts defenders. It's a lovely free kick as well. It's well worked. It comes into Monville. Great save from Haig. He won the free kick, And that was one straight from the training ground, and it almost caught Swifts out. And yet again, it was a fine save from Haig that prevents Bowers from taking a 2-0 lead. Swift skipper just battling for the ball. Claridge manages to head it into the path of Brown, who tries to control it. Referee will give the free kick. It was poor defending from Bowers. Chance for Claridge to put the ball into the box. He puts it towards Krasnicki on the far post. It's bouncing around in the 6-yard box. It might come to Adeyemi. It does. And this time he tucks the ball home, and it's 1-1. A real scramble in the 6-yard box. And Swifts do get themselves level. It's Krasnicki's header that caused chaos down there. Walker was in there, and Adeyemi, who'd missed that earlier opportunity, just tucks the ball home to make it 1 apiece. Game on. Monville with the long throw into the box. It's headed out by Krasnicki. It'll come back to the Bowers midfield man. Monville takes on Krasnicki this time and winds up a shot that just goes over the bar. I think Haig had it covered, but Monville continues his impressive performance, and that wasn't far off. Again, the ball comes into the box. Again, it's headed away, and this time it's picked up by Brown, who can drive through this Bowers and Pitsea midfield. He's got men for company, goes for the shot, and it's comfortable for the keeper in the end. Good driving run from Brown. Another header from Krasnicki. He's done that all game, and the ball's lofted up towards Owusu. Lovely turn from Owusu, just skips past a couple of defenders. And Brown will play it to this near side, and it will come across here towards Kouassi. Back in to Miller, who just looks to take on a few Bowers players. It's in the box. It might fall down to Walker. It's 2-1 to Heybridge. And Walker tucks the ball home with the neatest dink over the Bowers and Pitsea keeper. No chance for Wilton. And it was a really well-worked move. Miller was in the thick of it. Eventually, the ball falling to Walker, just dinks the ball over. Lovely finish from Walker. And Heybridge are 2-1 up at the home of the champions. And they are on course for 3 points. Brilliant strike. Much work to do, though, in the next half an hour. Bowers will certainly create more chances in this game, but 2-1 to Swifts with an hour gone. You couldn't ask for more. And hopefully they'll try and add to their tally and not sit back, and they're not sitting back now. Krasnicki just plays the ball over to Owusu, who again has the beating of the defenders. It's back to Miller, who's impressive in the build-up to that goal. Comes into the goal scorer Walker. Miller once more. Really impressive from Swifts at the moment. Comes back to Walker. He might fancy a shot here. Walker does shoot, and it's an easy, comfortable save for the keeper in the end, but certainly the momentum is with Swifts. And that was well worth an effort from Dan Walker. Full of confidence. They are the league champions, but they won't want to lose this afternoon. The trophy is being presented at the end of this game. And they'll want to finish the home leg of their season with a win. And that's a really clumsy challenge from Claridge. Referee blows straight away for the free kick, and Monville's in a pile on the floor. And it will be a booking for the Swifts man. And I don't think he can have any complaints whatsoever. Linesman's flag went up straight away. Monville is back on his feet now and might fancy this free kick. It's not going to be Monville. He steps over the ball, and the ball's delivered into the box. It's dangerous. It goes over everybody. And I think there was a flick off Adeyemi there, who just turns it away for a Bowers and Pitsea corner. Once more it comes in, and this time it's Brown who just rises the highest. They flick the ball away in the 6-yard box. It's pressure from the home side. We knew it'd be coming. The second corner delivered into the box. This time it goes over everybody and it will come to this near side. Still, Bowers have the ball. What can they do? It's with David Knight. Lovely turn from Knight. Plays the ball in. Real opportunity, and that should have been 2 apiece. James Thomas with a header in the 6-yard box. Just got in front of Adeyemi, and that should have been into the net. Let off for Swifts. And ball down the line. It's headed back there, and that's really poor, given away cheaply to Sartain, who spreads the ball across to the far side. And again, Bowers come forward, and the ball's played into the box. Surely an opportunity. What a chance that was for David Knight, and that should have been 2 apiece. Ball came in, it was direct play again, and it fell to Knight. It was onside and went with his head. Probably could have taken that one down. Really entertaining game this afternoon. Didn't expect anything less with these 2 sides involved. And again, it's Bowers that come forward. Maybe an opportunity. Shouts for a penalty. Referee's not having any of it. Says play on. There are plenty of shouts behind that goal from those Bowers fans for a penalty. And still the game goes on. And maybe an opportunity now with Warner, who skips past a couple of Swifts players and tries to drive into the box. And that is going to be a goal kick. But there were certainly appeals for a penalty. It was in the 18-yard box, and just a little touch. Well, it looks soft, not for me. Final stages of this game. That's Carl tries to drive the ball forward. Eventually, it will be up towards Swifts as they go forward, and it's knocked over, and referee says penalty, and it is going to be an opportunity for a third. It was Owusu who was brought down, and the referee's going to get the card out as well. Just a little touch from behind. It looked soft again, you have to say. It did look soft. I wonder if we'll get a better angle here. I don't think that was a penalty, but Krasniqi will step up for the third for Swifts, and it is 3! And they will get all 3 points as well, Heybridge. A fine afternoon in the Easter sun, and it was calmly converted by the Swift skipper. Sent the keeper the wrong way, and it's 3-1. Great afternoon for Heybridge and their fans, and all 3 points at the home of the league champions.
So Julian, a terrific result today, really difficult place to come, and they were definitely up for it, even though they've sealed their place in the Premier Division, so really good.
Of course, listen, they've won the league, and rightly so. I mean, they've been relentless what they've done this season, so all credit to them, and they deserve it. We had obviously, me and the boys had a meeting on Tuesday after the Aveley game, which wasn't acceptable. We knew we were coming here, it was going to be tough, so listen, I just said, we need characters, we need big players, we need to put the work ethic in. So listen, to beat top of the table once is good, to beat them twice is fantastic, and to be fair, the boys deserved it today.
And it just shows that going into, obviously, the playoffs, the place has been sealed there, and there isn't much between the top teams, and it's anyone's really.
Well, it is, but the thing is, like last week's game, like I said to you, wasn't acceptable against Aveley, and I told the players, whether we were in the playoffs or not, whether we're halfway at the table, listen, there's no excuses. Like if you're playing football, you have to work hard. It's not rocket science that the best teams work the hardest, obviously, like Bowers.
So the attitude today from the players, especially in the second half, when they dug in and took on board what had been said, was pleasing.
Yeah, listen, for me it's very pleasing. I said to him as well on Thursday, listen, I will be rotating the squad, because obviously we played Bowers and we got Coleshaw Monday. Listen, it's tough at Premiership level, but it's even tougher because obviously the boys have to work. So obviously there was 4 or 5 people that that were changed, that were rotated. Listen, they all took it in good stead. So listen, I said, I have a good group here. They're good lads, but we cannot play like we did at Heybridge and then come here and be top of the table 3-1.